Hi, this is Patty and I'm back. Today the topic of conversation will pertain to what is our responsibility to our country. However you raise your kids, primary situation in their life is to learn loyalty, integrity to their family and to themselves, but also to their country. We as Americans, although I was born in this country, by the way, but although not raised in America, I'm still an American. And as an American, when I travel or when I live overseas, which I have, I make a point of not being an embarrassment to my tribe, the United States of America. So we've encountered a situation lately, which was truly the most deplorable situation I think America has really been represented by this athlete at the Olympics. The Olympics stand for pride, success in pushing yourself to the nth degree, integrity, friendship, the love of your country because you represent your country. And what happened to us? We got shit on our face. Big time. By a little fucker. Good old Ryan. Let's talk about this. So, we have a pompous little SOB who has been making a lot of money because he's a good athlete and he's rather good looking. So he thinks he's all of that. He's so all of that he has zero respect for anything or anyone, and certainly not for his country. My issue with this is that he is being rewarded by that. I mean, the industry now takes him and puts him on a show, Dancing with the Stars. This is not how we should be working. When somebody does something bad, when a child does something bad, we are supposed to tell them this is wrong, and we're supposed to show them the consequences of what is wrong, not reward them. In this particular case, we're trying to reward this little fucker by saying, hey, we're going to put you on TV so you can show how well you dance and how good looking you are and all this stuff. And let's we're going to try to make, light of the situation. There is no light of the situation. He has embarrassed our country at the highest level. At the Olympics. In front of the entire world. Is that okay with you? If it's okay with you, then you got a problem. You have a situation that's going on in your own house, I'm pretty sure of that. If it's not okay with you, then it's time to raise your voices. Americans have got to stop being the sheep walking over to the slaughterhouse and then complaining behind everybody's back. It's enough. You need to make a statement. If it was my kid, this guy was my son, I would yank his ass down so hard to the ground. There would be no shows. There would be no money coming in. There would be nothing. He needs to learn. And if you parents out there have a girl that is in his age bracket around him, I strongly suggest you put your foot down and make sure nobody even thinks of dating that piece of shit. Because if my daughter brought that piece of shit back to my house, all hell would break loose. All hell would break loose. He needs to learn the lesson of a lifetime. You do not shit on our country and get rewarded. You do not shit on our country and we close our eyes and go, oh, poor thing, he's feeling sorry now, so that's okay. No, it's not okay. We are not talking about a 2-year-old. We're talking about an adult who has brought nothing to our society, who has shamed us. You need to make a stand against this. And the TV, shame on television. Shame on that channel for doing this. Those people that showed up to protest this because they were at the Olympics, they were right. They were right. They had the balls to actually show up and say something. The problem with this country is that if you're good looking, if you have money, if you're a great athlete, if you're a great musician, if you're a great actor, you think you can get away with everything. It's not okay. These people are what our children are looking up to. This is where I'm getting at. This guy is going to be looked up at by your kids? No. This guy has to be taken as the sample of what you do not respect, which you do not agree with, and your kids need to learn and see it for what it is. You need to sit down and show your kids what he has done, what he has said, and the fact that he's being rewarded is also a negative. It is also a negative. It's just like the kids that cheat in high school for their diplomas. You know, I can tell you, my daughter went to school, and there were a lot of cheaters, and they made it into universities where they should have never gotten into, where my daughter busted her ass. But you know what? The difference is my daughter earned everything that she's getting in her life. And she is respecting herself and loving herself for it. They don't. The kids that did that are a train wreck. That's all right. The parents paid the school, so they would throw them out. Really? Really? This is how it works here? Do you expect that our country is going to survive on this kind of garbage? That our country is going to make it with those kind of people at the top? By lying, cheating, killing, all kinds of crimes are okay? And that's how you make it? No. You want to change the world? Then you start at home. You don't watch that show for starters. You could boycott the fucking show. Because you know what? The industry is only going to understand it if they don't make money. And when they don't make money, because you're boycotting this show, they're going to go, maybe we shouldn't have done that. And maybe we will no longer do that. Glorify somebody who is undeserving of attention. We have got to stop glorifying the sick shit in our country. Money is not a glory. Money is only a vehicle that allows a human being to live comfortable. That's it. It doesn't make you special. It doesn't get you integrity. It doesn't glorify who you are. We have to change things. Our world is going crazy. We have kids committing suicide everywhere at alarming numbers. And there's many ways they're committing. Some of them are trying to kill other kids before they kill themselves. What do you think that is? It's because they can never live up to what they're being shown out there. They're lost. They're terrified. We're not showing them the way. We're not showing them the way. We're failing our children in this country miserably. And this guy, Ryan, hello, he's a perfect example of how we failed. And we are still failing. He's a piece of shit. All of a sudden, he's got his attorneys behind him going, well, you know, dye your hair back and look like a good boy because we need to rebuild your image. A corporation wants to rebuild his image. Does that change who he is? Does that change the core of who he is, that he thinks he can go to a foreign country in the Olympics yet and behave that way? He shamed the entire American group and all of the United States. If you love your country, you will not tolerate this. I love this country, and I am not going to tolerate that behavior to be glorified. And neither should you. I'm furious right now, as you can tell. Because everywhere I turn, as anybody else, I see garbage flying. And then we go, oh, in God we trust. Bullshit. You know what? I'll tell you where it starts. God helps those who God help themselves. That's how it works. We cannot have a group of dark souls run this country into the ground in every shape or form. We are the laughing stock all over the world. What happened to this great nation? What happened? This country is an amazing country. We have done crazy, wonderful things. We have a life that's better than most people. Are we going to allow these Neanderthals to destroy our life, the quality of our life? Are we going to allow them to show our children the wrong path to take? Is that what we're doing? Is that what we're doing? Are we going to allow this? No, wake up. There are people out there that are marching against violence that is being, they've been treated badly for way too long. They're marching, they're fighting for their rights, and they should. Where are the children? Who's fighting for them? Who's fighting for our kids? You know who fights for our kids? We, the parents, have to fight for our kids. That's our job. As a parent, your duty is to fight for your child's rights to become a strong individual into our society with morals and values, integrity. These are things that money cannot buy. It's because of people like him. He's a perfect example that we have. Our world is falling apart because he thinks he can get away with all of that and that he's still going to be liked by the populace because he's got money, because he's on TV, etc., etc., etc. No. He goes in the doghouse. He goes in the doghouse, the same as every goddamn athlete who has done something wrong in the baseball teams and the football teams, the ones that have abused women, the ones that have abused animals. They should never be allowed to play again, and certainly never looked up at by our children. I will leave you with this thought. Think about it. Process it. If you feel as angry as I do now, then you're in the right place. The next step is to actually take action. Because talk is cheap. It's all about the action. I bid you a great day. Much love, Patty.